Thank you, Tanya. Tanya had to watch what she said because I'll be chairing her session tomorrow, so she had to be nice and polite. Right, this is really a tour of experiments based on, for those of you that were at the panel discussion earlier, looking at the merging of humans and technology. There's not, talking about artificial intelligence, I will explain where there is artificial intelligence, but I'm not going to go and show particular diagrams of neural networks and things like that that are involved. But I can go more into that if somebody wants me to afterwards. So, looking at implants, practical implants, a lot of these now are referred, this is the in phrase, is biohacking. Grinders, I think, is another term that is used nowadays. But it's hacking, the bio is the person, but it can be animals. I'm not into animals so much myself, but I'll talk a little bit about that when we come to it. Just to explain, this is a younger version of me, and this is my GP, and what he's implanting in my left arm, you can see it there, is the thing, not this thing on the left-hand side, is the thing on the right-hand side. There's a radio frequency identification device, more often now called an NFC, but it's the same technology. It's a passive device. It's just like a smart card, really. How it gets its power, there's a coil of wire. So in a building at Reading University at the time, in the door frames were big coils of wire with electric current passing through, and the current is simply induced in the coil, and the coil, as well as acting like a transformer, acts as a communicator and transmits signals just stored here, just numerical signals which identify you, essentially, back to the coils of wire in the door frame, which are linked to the computer, so the computer knows it's you specifically, or that particular code that it's picking up specifically. What we got it to do in Reading, just to show what was possible, was the computer can monitor my movements around the building at different points. So it opened doors for me and switched on lights and said hello and things, fun sort of stuff as you do. It is interesting as some people get these implants. There are quite a few people now. I think Pittsburgh seems to be a hotbed of people having implants like this for some inexplicable, there must be a reason for it somewhere. And some of them will get the implant, but of course they don't actually do anything unless you have a system to energize them and pick them up. So you need the implant and the system.